The dream realm is real. Read the description. It is amazing. It's honestly true. But yeah, without a doubt, like, the most amazing facts is just, like, absolute hype. And absolute facts and just absolute truth. With all that amazingness that just happened. Like, not only just happened, but is happening now. And, like, I mean, that's what I was, like, so about yesterday. But anyway, like, just in the now moment, like, that's what I'm so about. Oh, why am I making my hand like that? Destiny. It's about destiny. It's about and then I was like, what is my destiny? And then I was like, oh, I am destiny. And then the thing is, like, I don't even know what to say, or I could just, like, not say anything, or just, like, not whatever. It's whatever, dude. I don't even want to say anything. But awesomeness in super hype, dude. ZBB's album just came out. I was listening to that with that echo. It was cool. I don't know whether I was hearing voices or whether I was just hearing the telepathy or whether I was just hearing the hype vibe coming from the minds of all the humans that are here on this planet. Whichever. Awesome color, or awesome skins, awesome neon, whatever it's called. It was freaking kick-ass. Streams, both meanings. So the streams, river streams as twist streams, even the magical word prime, or even just regular old orca currents, where it's just speed of creation, creating these rivers all the way into the mainland, and then all the way back into the ocean, and then just regular old joy with all the beings from the whales from Sirius B and all that jazz. And so the operation is just like, it's a weird, I guess, sort of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like a freaking interface, like a freaking inventory sort of thing. Is the way to access the mining. I mean, not saying that you should access. Gosh, dude. Anyway, all the mining, those are all good. All the mining operations handled, or it's understood. Travels, the stairs, the climbs. Climbing is still good. Whatever, dude. It's hype, and it's wonderful. It's all great, and I mean hype in a positive way. When it could be taken in a negative connotation thing. Hype. Oh, it's just all hype, but it's a really good thing. Music is really good. It's been 5 days. I feel like I lied a little bit. I feel like I lied a little bit yesterday too, and I feel like I'm not. Well, I always feel like that. Anyway, I gotta be more positive about myself. I want more. The thing is, like, the dream realm is real. Dream. What was the last dream I had? Oh, it was just a freaking. I was in this weird building, and it was like it was like City Hall, kind of, but it was kind of small. And there's, like, this guy who was, like, showing me paperwork, like, he was explaining something, like, some process to me. It was a weird dream. Anyway, that's all I really remember from that dream. It was just, like, I moved from room to room, or, like, I think I moved from one room to the next room. There's, like, something like City Hall, and there's, like, some random stranger I didn't know that was showing me something on paperwork, and it was like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. And it was a weird thing. Anyway, and then I woke up, and now I'm just doing all these amazing things. But the dream realm is real. All that jazz. Of course, perhaps it's too much responsibility. Having that whole generation just be in charge of the Galactic Society, whatever it is, and whatever it is, it's fine, dude. I don't really care. Of course, shout out to Joe Rogan. I think it's just the fact that we agree that we're taking charge of destiny, sort of thing, and it seems like a nice way of saying that. But anyway, I'm just in a way. I'm also trying to translate for EK. For EK. Man, dude. The thing is, like, I don't want to be annoyed. I don't want to be angry. I'm not. And the thing is, like, I'm all about, and that's the thing, though. It was just super fun. I don't know why I'm snapping. Anyway, what was the thing? Yeah, I was honestly, like, totally honest about that. Bakalaki. Like, pretty much everybody except for me and Eric Kahn is, like, chapter 16. Like, 16ified. Or 16ification. Like, it's just one word, like, 16ification. That's all it is. Like, I'm not even going to say the whole thing, the whole chapter. I'm not even going to read it out loud. I'm just going to say 16ification. And if you don't know what it is, well, that sucks for you. So aggressive. Anyway. Dude, I just... Instantaneously, I immediately just have, like, some sort of incredible urge to be weird. Okay, one thing that I just want to ascertain. What in the world is my finger doing? Wings. Like, I actually don't want to talk about it at all. But wings. Well, it's not. This week is not wings on the humans. But still, like, let's say it was wings on the humans. Like, just for the humans that don't know what I'm talking about, that they can eat wings all they want. Anyway, wings means actual wings. It means holographic rejuvenation technology, the actual DNA from whatever, osprey or eagles, bald eagles, or freaking albatrosses. That little freaking CPU chip with a whole genome of the freaking wings of that freaking bird, and then the holographic projection onto the freaking back of a human so that the cells grow the freaking cells and multiply like they're supposed to and grow into something. And it seems like ridiculous because it's already the second day and we don't have wings. So obviously, I think I'm just going to be a little bit too impatient to say that, tomorrow we'll have. What is today? Wednesday? Tuesday? Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday? What in the world? Today's Wednesday. The third day, then. Oh, snap, dude. Yeah, it is Wednesday. Anyway, I was like... Anyway, dude. I just don't want anything to do with anyone, dude. Dude, it's like I read I read chapter 5, I read chapter 6 and 7, and it's like I'm so inspired by that. It's like watching some badass anime and then like really getting into it while listening to some hype. And that's the same thing, that's what I'm super excited about. But it's not the fact that I'm so worried about translating for everyone so that they can have fun. No, it's about me and it's about him, and we're having fun our own. And whether we call it a mission or a freaking destiny, whatever it is, it doesn't matter because the rest of the people don't matter. It just seems obvious to me, and it's not like I'm being mean or like evil. And I like to say that I'm not evil, and I'm not evil. I don't think I'm evil, but still, like, forget all you guys. Like, and the thing is, like, even if I try to be like. I don't even know what the word is, but if I try to be patient, which I already am, and I get like serenely patient, like I get like, or I would even say the word chill, just like super chill, just like extremely chill, just like chilled out sort of thing, and I'm just kind of saying chill in the same fashion that he's saying chill. Anyway, I try to just not talk, I just like chill out sort of thing. So. Whatevers, dude. Anyway, material body, all that stuff. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, all that stuff. Upper 7 and 2, right? 7 and 2? Yeah, 7 and 2, all that stuff. Whatever. Or 5 and 2, or whatever the thing is. I really don't even want to talk about it. It's insane. Like, I don't feel like teaching. I don't even feel like teaching. Like, all the wonderful things, like, oh, okay. Like, let's just, oh my gosh, dude, I don't even care, dude. I just, like, rock out to my rock vibe, just to rock out to the rock vibe. And I just rock out, and then it's just like, what the heck? What kind of rocking is this? And that's more important to me anyway. Like, that obviously is more important to me. But anyway, I just tend to ignore people. Anyway, what the fudge was I saying? The freaking... So, I don't even know why I'm going to say it, because it doesn't really matter. It's not the thing that people focus on. But, like, say there was hype about it, and say that would be attractive, then fine, I'll mention it. But, all these things, like, experience in accounting, kinesiology, kinesiology, abilities and skills. Kinesiology skills is what I mean to say. Freaking military experience, veterans. Lifeguard instructor, saving people. Dude. And I was just laughing because what I thought was funny is that I don't think I'm not saying that I'm speaking for Sirius, but I don't think Sirius even wanted to, like, talk to Ericon. Like, they didn't want to go through him, and I think they wanted to talk to me, but I was like, go through him, But then again, no one even gets that. No one even understands. No one even, first of all, he doesn't even understand. Not that I'm saying that he doesn't even understand, but I don't even think he understands that it's first. Let me say this first. No one gets that peed. But the thing is, it's already anyway. Here's the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure the Sirius B and all those. I'm not like downplaying them or down talking them, but all those beings from Sirius B's and all those galactic beings, and I just kind of group them. I'm not trying to group them, but Sirius B, or Sirius in general, Sirius A, Sirius B, Sirius. Bleh. I was like, just go to him, just talk to him, and then and I think they were probably something like, no, we want to talk to you, or we want to talk to both of you, and that's when I kind of started laughing. So, but the thing is, no one gets that angry, no one gets that upset, no one gets that peed. So, what was the other thing I was going to say? Just that, I guess. So yeah, like, I was just like, dude, talk to him. Like, see, the thing is, like, I don't even think he understands. Like, and they come to him, and he's just doing his thing. Or not doing his thing, like, I just group it all under one word. Like, the whole manifestation of his whole mind is, like, I just say the word thing, and then that just is what Sirius is, like, involved with. And I just say go to him, and then, and he's just, I don't know, doing whatever he's doing. I mean, I know what he's... Words, dude, words. I know what he's doing, but goodness gracious. Anyway, no one, like, gets out of his head. Like, so it was like, okay, fine, I'll listen. And that was my answer. Like, I'll just listen. I'll listen to them. And I was watching, it was like, I already delegated this thing. I'm not repeating myself. And the thing is, I'm not repeating myself. And the thing is, like, anyway, no one gets that upset. That's the thing. And that's the thing. No one even understands. No one even comprehends. And you think I'm gonna have dude, no way. No freaking way. You think I'm gonna have the patience, or the conscience, or, anyway, deep breaths. Do you think, never mind. Goodness gracious. It's like, why would I even explain it to anybody? Like, why? And perhaps that could be the question that Sirius is asking, but, like, seriously. Like, who even cares? Like, why? Like, why would I, that's actually the good question. I think I was asking that yesterday, and that's kind of hilarious. And the why and the answer is laughter. The answer is literally laughter. I'm not gonna spend the time explaining the relationship. I'm not even going to spend the time explaining the relationship that occurred in the Twitch stream, and I'm not going to spend the time explaining the relationship of the planet with Sirius, or Sirius B. And I'm not going to explain the puns that happen to appear with bees literally falling out of the sky, and the relationship with being as becoming, and the freaking relationship with Sirius B, like a serious B, like SERI, or whatever, dude. I don't even feel like spelling it out, dude. It's ridiculous, dude. Do I have to freaking grab minds to just talk to... Never mind, dude. I don't even need to pretend that I don't understand. I don't even need to pretend that I understand, dude. It's weird, dude. Like, I don't need to acknowledge my subconscious, or... If I have to acknowledge my subconscious, I'm just gonna freak out, dude. I'm not gonna freak out, but, like, I'm feeling... Anyway, what I mean to say is I'm enjoying the hype. I'm feeling the hype. The hype is great. The vibe is great. It's wonderful. But I'm not gonna freaking delegate. Dude, people are just lucky that I was that patient in the first place. So lucky. So lucky I was that patient in the first place. But it was fun. It was a good time. Life is good. So, dreams are real. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So, the dream realms. Lord Merlin's school. I only have like 13 more days of school, so I'm pretty happy about that. School's almost over there. I have a thesis. Not sure that really matters, but I completed did all that stuff. Wonderful. I'm aware of freaking doctorships and all that stuff. Whatever it's called, psychology. Wonderful, wonderful things. What was the other thing? Oh, exopolitics. I already talked about that. That's jolly good fun. I'm not doing. I'm literally philosophy. Oh, what fun! So, dude, I don't even want to talk about philosophy. I already did that last year or whenever I did that freaking philosophy thing when I had my other phone. That's see, I'm not even going to talk about that. Anyway, combining philosophy with and it's a weird philosophy because it's not philosophy. It's just it's oh gosh, dude, I don't even want to talk about it, dude. But at a certain point, there's a certain thing called facts combining with a brain that creates something called common sense. So when you have facts combined with something called a brain, you tend to create some solutions that tend to be already in existence in creation. I'm not saying that I rather enjoy the consciousness of the beings that are already here and present and just interacting with their consciousness on that high level, because I say high level because I'm not, anyway. Goodness gracious. Consciousness. Deep breaths. I definitely have a lot of patience when it comes to the fact that, like, the only really amazing reality that I really want to experience is the factual reality that kind of is fun when it comes to philosophy combined with the factual common sense with the history of the galaxy. And I'm not saying like the history of the galaxy is something that you absolutely have to know, because you can have fun with the relationship that we already have with the galactics. And I'm not saying that my job and my whole focus is to teach the planet how to have fun, because even though dude, I don't even know what to say, dude. The freaking fifth dimension is wild. Oh, goodness gracious. Was, is, will be. Anyway. Goodness gracious. Because I am the founder of my own school, or it's a private academy, somewhat, and it's also kind of fits into the mystery schools. It fits into the mystery schools. I don't think it falls under the same category as mystery schools, but it's really probably up to all those freaking. I'm not even gonna get into that. It's probably a mystery school, and that's a cool, I think, category to fall under, for lack of a better word, category. What else was I saying? That's pretty much. That's all that jazz. It's pretty much good. So, I love the music. I love the music vibe and philosophy. Oh, I'll go into a little bit more detail about philosophy. So it's really just a combination of, I'm not going to go into detail about the philosophy because the philosophy is just something that exists and something that's already permanent. So I don't need to like advocate people to exist and live in the philosophy. They can just, anyway, dude. I don't need to explain it because I think at a certain stage my heart just starts to like scream at me or something. It's just words aren't enough. Anyway. Dream realm. So, perhaps it was funny, perhaps it wasn't funny. But whatever. Regardless, I laughed. The thing is, I freaking laughed so hard when I was at the beach, and I don't know why that's in my mind, but whatever. Rolling waves, crashing into rolling waves, and then push and pull. Dude, freaking waterbending is like freaking second nature. But that's could be philosophy. That's another philosophy. Multiple philosophies, right? Isn't that awesome? Anyway. Oh, goodness gracious. I have so much patience. Gotta keep patient. Gotta stay patient. But the thing is, okay. Dude, am I gonna pretend I'm not about my destiny? I literally said I am destiny. Like yesterday, I was like, blah. Well, it's not about yesterday though. Anyway, what is my destiny? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, what is my destiny? And the thing is, like, is to calm myself down. I was like, oh, well, the things I want is not of this world. The things that I want are not of this world. And I want the city of light. But the thing is, I'm already on a freaking... Whatever, dude. I'm not going to slow down. It's just... It doesn't even make sense to pretend to slow down. It doesn't even make sense to pretend to be involved in something that would pretend to slow... whatever, dude. Okay. Peace and patience. Peace and patience. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. The dream realm was awesome. And it's not that I need to approve it. And it's a weird thing that I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah. Like, he actually has a dream. And I'm not sure if he's... It's weird that I'm talking about it like this. What a world. Anyway, goodness gracious. Let me just talk about the dreams. So, it's something that's actually affirming, something that's actually real. I know that, you know, perhaps it's true, and, you know, I mean, not perhaps it's true. It is true, you know, probably people fuck it. Excuse my language, this wasn't supposed to be explicit, but probably people freaking... You know what? I'm not even going to say the word. I like Zach Brown. I was listening to the music today. Isn't that a lovely transition? Dream speed. Let's talk a little bit about dream speed, dream mode, and other dream abilities. Excuse me. Oh! Another thing, I might be continuously introducing LONDC. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens, because nobody knows what's going to happen when we're in dream realm, dream mode. Because the thing is, I can't get out of dream mode. I can't get out of dream mode. I can't even tell you how frustrating that is. I can't even tell you how frustrating that is. Is it like, oh, isn't that an amazing ability? Shouldn't you be proud of that gift? Isn't that like a gift from God? Oh, yes, it is a gift from God. To be so inspired from something that I believe in myself, to somehow in the future be able to actually instill that ability, to actually have it be a mental, heart, power, mentality, way of life that's consistently consistent. It's not that it's inconsistent, and it's not something that, like, they're like, oh, if you wake somebody up when they're in their dream mode, they're gonna... Do you think that my goal is to... Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna talk about this right now. Do you think that my goal... Okay, so when I'm aware, let's say there's one person, alright? Let's say there's one, even hypothetically, say there's one person who's in the dream mode, and they're in the dream mode, who's had a dream, and they woke up from the dream, or they're in the dream, pretty much, and they're dreaming throughout the whole day. Do you think that my interruption or my presence or anything that I even say is going to do anything to disrupt the dream, or to, like, counterbalance or counterrupt, or whatever kind of word, disrupt the dream? Do you think anything I'm going to... Do you think that anything I say is going to... Dude, the freaking... Nothing I can... First of all, let's be realistic. Let's be honest. Let's forget reality. Let's be honest for a second. Let's be truthfully honest here. There's nothing that I can say, apparently, and this seems shockingly true. There's nothing that I can say that can get me out of this freaking dream cycle, or whatever I want to call it. This dream... let's call it dream entrainment. Dream entrainment... Train. Dream entrainment... realm. Dream entrainment mindset, or dream entrainment, whatever, dude. This dream entrainment, and it seems like for some reason he seems to also be aware, and it seems like hilarious. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna deny that, dude. Oh gosh, dude. Deep breaths. You know, I probably could just, like, hop around and just get really, like, dream mode-y. It's not a word, and it's not even a sentence. The things I say don't make sense. Okay, let's okay, so here's the abilities. So, in this, Okay, so enter dream world. Enter dream world. That's an ability. It can also be a freaking superpower thing. Like when people say, it's hilarious. I said when people say, when heroes have their catchphrases or their action phrases or something like that, that makes them activate their ability. That's something that Enter Dream World does, but it's also an actual sentence as well. Entering Dream World and an action instead of just a release. So there's light dreams, which is actually dreams of light, dreams of the light, sort of thing. Dreams of light. So that's a real thing, and I do interact with my light dreams. Those are. I also have level dreams, which is I drew an arrow. Awareness of dream level, usage of dream cause in oh fudge. Yeah, I don't really. Oh, gosh. Next, willpower dream world. Pretty self-explanatory. Dream world habitation. Actually, you know what? I'm going to talk about that a tiny bit. Level dreams and the arrow to awareness of dream level, usage of dream cosm and script. To me and to one other person, that's self-explanatory. But if you explain it to someone else, and especially if you explain it to the light, that is self-explanatory. Do you know what? I'm not. Oh gosh, I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. Dream world, willpower dream world interpretation, and double star dreams. Which is not only in movies but in real life. Oh, so that's pretty much, that's self-explanatory. It's the that's which is a real thing actually, and I'm actually glad that I'm informed about that, because that's actually something I need to know. Like, I have to know that. I absolutely have to know that, and I want to know that. Actually, I might as well put that out into the universe. For my light dreams and for the light in general, all those, like, for all my light and all that stuff, and even just in general, just the light, all the light, I want you to, you guys can absolutely use, as you guys already know, but you guys can use, what's it called? Project Vocal Earthshake to its fullest, and then just you can adjust the volume any way you want, any way you wish. That's definitely affirmed if there's more desires for further, for lack of a better word, destiny, desire, control, whatever, because for some reason today I said I'm destiny. Anyway, I'm digressing. Double Star Dreams, so not only movies in real life, so it's inspired by the three, which is also inspired by, I'm not sure what inspiration came first. Anyway, I'm not sure what came first. It doesn't matter what came first. It's not like a race or anything like that. No pun intended. But yeah, the three from, which is a thing somewhat, and it's very bizarre, but at the same time, very interesting. At the same time, has nothing to do with level dreams. All right. I'm not gonna talk about level dreams. For what I'm saying in this conversation now. The big three. So the big three from. Actually, it's obvious. So the big three, inspirational purposes only, and then freaking Good Boys, inspirational purposes only, but also understanding of the fun that happens with Echo, which is somewhat fun, but also, well, of course, fun is gonna be fun. So I'm not gonna make excuses for fun. Anyway, so Echo, and then the approval of that Double Star Dreams. Double Star Dream parentheses S close parentheses, and then just blissful awareness of all that stuff. Okay, so that is all the. Oh no, there's Dream Tea, which I think I mentioned, and Dream Consciousness. Oh snap! It might have been affirmed. It seems like at the same time a lot happens in a matter of seconds. I'm Who knows, dude? Perhaps he's still here, but whatever I'm saying, obviously is very obvious in a certain state. Anyway, I'm not gonna just read the dreams that I wrote, but life is good. Okay, dude, things can be very inspirational. I'm trying to actually need to recall. I was also echoing. I thought that was fun. It was very powerful, and I encourage that. What else? In terms of the Twitch streams, not just the Twitch streams in general, but I'm trying to figure out why. Let's see. We got something here. Oh snap! Dude, some things actually shouldn't have answers, but I already provided those answers, so that was fun, wasn't it? Some other things. Dream mode is arrows into dream seed, and then dream seed, or there's dream speed with legs. So, and then of course there's heaven hands. I've had heaven hands for a while. And then of course I have transformation ability, but that's also just an ability that my light has, and I'm just super excited about. Anyway, dude, that's just random things. I don't think that statement or that phrase was nearly as exciting as the early parts of this broadcast, or the early part of this YouTube video. I have to see this as a YouTube video. Say this as a YouTube video and a pod. It is a podcast too, though. I don't really approach it as a podcast. I don't approach it as anything that's of this world, to be honest. Because at a certain point. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay. Yep. So I didn't know that till just now, but yeah. But that was obviously obvious, so we already knew that. In terms of power. I might as well say it. Both. No, it doesn't really matter because it's old news. I'm not gonna say it. News, what a word, dude. That was weird. That was freaking weird. What does weird mean? Anyway, it's just okay. Like maybe, dude. I'm not trying to laugh at this statement, but you know what? No, I'm not gonna say that. Dude, there's so many things that can go wildly crazy from what I could say, so I need to be responsible in that term. Dreams is a real thing, but the thing is about dreams when you're explaining them, at first you're actually explaining you're describing the thing about dreams is that you're explaining, and this is what I'm re-explaining because I actually found out about this not too long ago. But and I had to affirm this just to know for a fact, and then know that someone else was also dreaming in the dream state. So you recognize that you're not a human in a way, like you're more than your human being. Because, like for example, when you feel that oneness, as if it's something that's eventually going to happen, like you have to read for. But it literally is the fact that you're aware of all things. You're aware of all energies, and that you're aware that you're in tune with those energies, and you can be in tune with those energies no matter what. But that's something that you kind of already knew anyway. But the thing is, you have to somewhat integrate and get deeper, and it's going to seem like it's going to be against you, but it's really not. It's hilarious, dude. Or I say it's hilarious, but there's actually stuff that could happen. Anyway, what a word, dude. Anyway, what was it? So yeah, definitely true. The light from the mind is a real thing. I can't necessarily see the light, but I'm certain that there's just really, really, really tall chakras that are just beaming light, and I see it as visible light. Isn't that bizarre? Whatever. Oh, fudge. I have, oh gosh. So what is that? I'm learning about this own light frequency in itself. So my light is, yeah, it's the 13th ray. I mean, it's freaking awesome, dude. It's the 13th ray. Like, yeah, you can align with the 13th ray. You can. I mean, it's weird that it's weird how I discovered that. But I'm that powerful. The ability to discover. Wow. Dang, that is power. That is power. Wow. That's power. So yeah, I'm glad I kind of did that fun echoing thing. So that was fun. That was totally worth it. It's totally worth it. And because there's like, anyway, I'm pretty sure it does something more than instill confidence, dude. Deep breaths. Alright, so 13 more days of school. It's quite an ashram, that's for certain. It's quite an ashram. I also have my own ashram, so I'm gonna start opening that up, start being more in tune with it too. And dude, I should have really opened up the chat. I'll just say it's a thing. Ta-da. Alright, what was I just talking about? 13th ray. I might need to do some powerful things, because there's one thing to be in charge of creation from the creational light beam of the 13th ray, and it's another thing to really cement the reality of creation and supporting creation and my light. And the thing is, there's nothing to fear, because that light shines anyway. The thing is, without a doubt, I know that I cannot deny the 13th ray. I know that for a fact. I know that I cannot deny the 13th ray. And it's not like even deny is a strong enough word. There's no word to really express the fact that I can't deny the 13th ray, but the 13th ray is a part of me. It is me. It is my... And I describe it as radiance coming from this lotus mind. That is my mind. And the thing is, that is what... It's so much fun, because I cement it, for lack of a better word, cement, in the phrase of victory. But it's really the if I wanted to describe it in the terms of victory, it fits into the puzzle of creation. It fits into the puzzle of victory. So it's victory, constant success, and then you can entrain that way, and then you can entrain through the dreams. And once you entrain through the dreams, you're in the 13th ray. You're in the 13th ray, and you can create from the 13th ray. And what does that allows you to do? Obviously, is to be the 13th ray, to be super powerful. So to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12th ray, and the 13th ray. And why wouldn't we want to do that? Why wouldn't, for example, which is so much fun, and it's kind of perhaps overfun. There's got to be words for it, but anyway, overfun when it comes to making, gosh, when it comes to creating, and for lack of a better word, delegate. But yeah, I mean, it's just. But the thing is, anyway, dude. I don't need to explain it, dude. I really don't need to explain it. The climbing is real. The frickin' ascension is real, and it's ascension that's happening, dude. It's ascension, dude. Gosh. It's the ascension of the consciousness of the 13th ray, and it's also the ascension of the consciousness of all the rays. And the thing is, what we are allowed to do. Heck, I might just make some more rays. 14th ray, 15th ray. 2 more rays. Just to kind of balance. Oh snap! That's kind of weird. Kind of cool. But yeah, it's part of creation. Goodness gracious, where was I going with that? It's a part of creation to really, and the thing is, it's not that like I just need to like be the 13th ray and be the 13th light just because. It's the fact that I need to be the 13th ray because I am creation and I am a part of creation. And regardless, even if I tried like this dream speed things, or I call it dream speed, but it's actual creation, my actual light, this actual radiance is actual power, you know, and that is the creational mantra, infinity speech that comes from my mouth. What is my destiny? And that is the action, that is the love, that is the truth, and that's the power of power. That's the power of love. That's the power of creation. Because we're creators, duh. It's kind of obvious to me. Anyway, and that's anyway. My light means a lot to me. The light means a lot to me. Light workers, light beings, wonderful, wonderful beings, really powerful, powerful beings. So yeah, why not continue creating, right? You know, am I right or am I right? So 14th ray, I'm creating, was creating, am creating, have created, will create. So 14th ray is a thing. 15th ray, was created, is created, will create. 15th ray is a real thing. 15th ray. Creation, ta-da. We have support for, obviously, because of all of the other rays. All the other rays of creation. 1 through 12. And obviously 13th. 13th is a great foundation of love. That's a little exciting thing that Lord Merlin's about. Having the foundation of love. Obviously we have the foundation of love, which is hilariously true. But I need to be more strict and honest about it. The foundation of love, regardless, like, dude, the ultra abilities that happen with, when I say ultra abilities, the ultimate ability, oh snap, that's another thing as well, isn't it? So yeah, we might as well do that. So I need to also, that's the thing I also need to adjust. So I said ultra universes. I really meant to say ultimate universes. And the ultimate universes, we can now in tune and then anchor the higher vibration. By the way, this is all happening instantaneously, so bear with me for those that can. Anyway, the 13th ray is connecting, creating, and uniting with the consciousness of those. I literally have to talk to the frickin' antennas of the sentient beings. So weird, right? The ultimate universes are in tune with the 13th ray. And the creational foundation that comes from the foundation of love, that is the 13th ray, is the 13th ray. Therefore, the ultimate universe is, you know, the 7 ultimate universes, or the 14, if you will, the 14 ultimate universes are in tune with the 13th ray. And then, of course, there's the 14th ray. The 13th ray. The 14th ray is a ray of creation. The 15th ray is a ray of creation. Of course, there universal laws. I'll say that first. Law of correspondence, I believe, is the law I'm referring to. Either the law of correspondence or the law of polarity is the law I'm referring to. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's the law of polarity. So as above, so below. With the 7 super universes, that's why I said 7 ultimate universes and 7 ultimate universes. So 14 ultimate universes. There'll be 7 ultimate universes, which in the same way that mimic, for lack of a better word, mimic is not the right word. There's 7 ultimate universes and then 7 ultimate universes. In the same way that there's upper paradise, or is that the right word? Yeah, upper paradise and nether paradise. 7 ultimate universes and then 7 ultimate universes. Above the super universes and below the super universes. What else? It's kind of a weird thing to say, but the reaching of destiny will continue. I don't mean to be... Well, the thing is... Well, he already knows that. And I already know that. The thing is, I know that. So, I'm not gonna... Anyway, yeah. I was reading, and I definitely strongly encourage, or for my light, and it's weird that I'm rudely... The thing is, I can defend them. The thing is, I'm in the same. Well, what a way to say that. Gosh, I need patience. Deep breaths. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna try and make this as long as possible. I'm gonna try and have this be like a full 2-hour stream, or 2-hour broadcast, 2-hour video, 2-hour long video. So, but at the same time, there are streams happening at the same time, and I do want to say that the streams are, which is really what today kind of is all about. The streams are a real thing, and when I was creating yesterday of like what I wanted or maybe it was the day before, but when I was creating Monday, in terms of like, and combining light at the same time, but creating the alignment of orca streams. Well, I already knew river streams is a thing, and then but what I wanted to do is combine the consciousness of my dream consciousness with the Cetaceans. So I combined the light sort of thing. That sounds very blunt and frank, but yeah, it's true. So Gosh, what was I saying? Okay, so the river streams are still a real thing, but they're upgraded, and sometimes whatever happens. But sometimes they're combined with forms of divinity, and people get prime. So that'll happen. Expect that sort of thing. It's not like it's continuously in the future, which is somewhat of a good thing. But what I mean to say is also in the now moment, and also kind of was. And that's what I'm saying. More importantly, river streams was a real thing, is a real thing, will be a real thing. River streams still a real thing. Orca currents, and then dolphin currents, and whale currents. I mean to create as an actual manifestation of combining creation reality with the river streams, and combining that into one. So I did that in one day. So that was great. Or whatever the understanding of day is, or time, in 1 hour, or in 2 hours, or something like that, or in like a few minutes, or something like that. Gosh, where was I going with that? So today was just instant understanding, which is something I also need to explain. So today will be. Today's the instant the stream, the Twitch stream, like manifestation. word, Twitch stream manifestation. Twitch stream, manifestation. No pun intended. It was understanding. So is understanding. So the understanding is the fact that it's the understanding of the river streams combined with the orca currents. And I really want a better name for that. And that's kind of what was discussed. And that was creational understanding of the creational connection, which actually happens to be, power. And that's something that I understand. And the thing is, I can just listen and just be present and then not talk. But I also need to create, because I needed to create that understanding. Or create that understanding. I don't need to do anything. But I wanted to create that understanding, and that the understanding is created in the understanding of the creational understanding of what I want to create in terms of how the 13th and the 14th and the 15th ray, or the 14th and the 15th ray, is just a part of the creational understanding, just to connect the creational ray of the 1 through 12 and the 13th ray with the creational consciousness of the understanding of the what was I talking about? Of the river streams and the orca streams. I mean, the river streams and the orca currents. And orca currents, I don't really have a name for orca currents, but I called it orca currents. Which is just really the process of creational manifestation, creation sort of thing. So the creational alignment that happens to be in existence with something such as, and creation informed me today, so that was really cool. But the creational understanding of creation informed me today. How cliche is that? What I mean to say is there's like a freaking highway sort of thing, and I'm not being disrespectful to the Devics at all. But I see the energy movement with the dragonflies, for example, and the beetle that came up to me yesterday. That was so beautiful. I'm glad the dragonfly showed me what it needed to show me. I'm glad I had the conversation with the bird. Birds are rude, dude. Did you know that? Birds are actually rude. It's ridiculous. Because, well, they're not rude. They're just birds. But they'll answer your questions, but birds will be rude about it. I mean, not rude about it. They'll just be bird-like. And it's interesting to, like, when gosh, dude, they're just birds, dude. And you just gotta respect that. You gotta respect the fact that they're birds. So the thing is, I don't even think the birds really like me that much. Anyway, that's one thing that can be done. So I'm gonna talk about. I don't really need to, but let's just say the foundation. Actually, I'm just gonna say it, and then I might explain it because I don't really need to. But first thing first, Bhagavad Gita. I just 16th the whole. Everybody else except for Ericon. So you've been 16th. But also, foundation of Bhagavad Gita, great, wonderful. Before I talk about the cities. But before I even talk about that, I just want to say that language, from what I heard, which may be true or maybe not, but 6th generation, I think there's 7th generation. 6th or 7th or 8th generational birds. So what I found out today. It's kind of cool. So what else? The language, understanding the language of animals. So I understand that language. I understand what they're saying. I understand them. It's like they have a language. Animals have a language, and they speak that language. So I can understand that. It's really nice. I had a conversation, obviously, with the bird today. And even now, there's conversations that are happening with the animals that are around. Even though they might have just scattered, really freaking fast and trying to be nowhere near me. Insect kingdom is a little bit different. And the Devic kingdom is really a little bit different. I mean, it's oneness regardless. So, what was the other thing? Snap. The truth is, so just for the sake of my light, this is just gonna be a fun thing. We're gonna enter into a creation stream, of dream realm, a dream realm. So we're gonna do enter dream world, and then we're gonna do dream chi, practice our dream chi sort of thing, and like as if it's something that we practice. Isn't that hilarious? Anyway, so dream chi, colon activation, and enter dream world. So cities. So actually, I don't need to talk about them. I don't need to talk about the cities. I don't need to talk about the abilities because there's something more important than that for creation and dreams. So dreams. I want to get into the dreams talking or dream speech for a little bit. So without a doubt, and I'm not trying to. This is something that I want to say because I'm actually gonna. What I'm about to say, I'm doing for the first time. I want to encourage and actually have a. Because this is what I've been practicing. I've been practicing going to the ashram, so I'm just going to say it. I'm planning all my light. I'm planning to have a light dream. Or not have just like light dream and like sort of manifestation that. But we're going to enter in the dream world now. And also, when we go to sleep tonight, we'll be in a dream world together. So we might be in different human bodies. Usually, which is kind of weird. And not weird. Weird is not a strong enough word. It's kind of, it's interesting, but we may be a different human, sort of thing. Like, we'll be humans. Like, usually in my dream, I'm a human. Usually I'm a dreamer when I'm a human. Usually I'm a human in my dreams. We may see, like, one another in this dream world as because I also put dream world here on Earth, so and I also have dream world mazes, but I'm not gonna get into that anyway. And I'll just unlock them willy-nilly whenever I wish or as needed. But still, like, mostly, except for like when it comes to light dreams and maybe when it comes to the dream cosm, I'm not going to interact with my dreams at all. I'm not going to or like in my awakened state, like I'm not going to interact with my dreams because my subconscious is way too strong. Because in my subconscious, it's already dreaming. So that's why I don't interact with dreams. Because if I get more powerful, then my subconscious just activates, and I can't have that happen. As hilarious as that sounds. So, yeah, when we are gonna be dreaming tonight, when we're in our dreams tonight, and we're asleep, we may not be may be a completely different human. As in, like, we have a different skin organ, different face. Like, we may look different, and we may not recognize one another. But it's also possible that if we, really. And this, here, actually, first of all, let me say this: you don't actually have to try to dream it. I noticed that if you do that, then you'll be like me, and you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. So don't work at your dreams, please. I'm actually like advocating in the most loving way. Do not try to go for your dreams. Don't do that. Just kind of ease into it. And most likely, they'll just be attraction pulls, and I will just attract either the whole reality of the freaking whole thing, which is most likely to happen, which has been happening, or I'll just, be able to see you guys in my dreams. So, specifically, of course, I might just see attractive beings, attractive humans, and usually I've just been seeing humans in my dreams. Of course, recently I've been seeing whales too. But yeah, mostly it's just humans in my dreams. Humans. So, of course, I plan to enter Dream World with Eric Khan tonight, and to, for lack of a better word, interface? Or I don't know. I don't know what the word is because it's never happened before. But I plan to enter Dream World and uh, and we'll do a lot of creational stuff in the dream while we're in the dream and dreaming with one another, and that'll be fun. And it'll be like something like lucid dreaming, or obviously it's something like lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is what I mastered and master anyway. So that's what will be going on there. Hopefully, so don't try for it. Maybe just hope for it. But even don't hope too strong. Just kind of ease into your dreams, and it'll be normal. Regardless, it's gonna happen anyway. It's ridiculous, but I can't be in my dreams, dude. I can't. Anyway, I say I can't be in my dreams because it's like I need a reason. So hilarious. The thing about dreams is it happens per day. That's a very strong phrase. Believe it or not, the dreams will tend to get stronger. The dream abilities will tend to get stronger, and regardless, I'll just use me as an example. My subconscious is so strong that it stays strong, sort of thing. The dreaming sort of thing. So, okay, so in the dream world, what are we gonna do? So when we're tonight, when we're asleep, we are going to be, we're pretty much going to be transforming everything. We're going to be creating and transforming everything based on creation of what we want to experience. So pretty much in the dream, we're going to be pretty much practicing lucid dreaming in the dream. So, if you wish, if you guys wish, you guys can utilize the 13th ray in the dreams, because the 13th ray is present at all times. Anyway, because it's obviously a 13th ray of creation. And then there'll also be more balancing with the 14th ray, if need be, in the 15th ray, which is just recently created. So we'll be, for those who haven't already mastered lucid dreaming, we'll be, for those who haven't mastered lucid dreaming in the dreams, that's what we're going to be doing. And for those who have, we're going to be creating those that are not only lucid dreamers plainly, but lucid dreamers in the lucid dreams. And then we'll be kind of practicing those dream cycles, and then kind of having them in dream cycles just for our sake, because believe it or not, that's actually something that we need. And we already know that. They already know that. You guys already know that. Ashram. I have an ashram, so I just affirmed that with my last dream because I had dream cementing. What's the word I'm looking for? Dream mode and dreams. Oh, I had dream seedings. I had dream modes that have been accelerating into dream seedings extremely well. So dream seeding was affirmed and approved in the dream I had last night. So, dude, it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing, dude. It's the weirdest thing. But like, I literally to help integrate for tonight. The lucid dreaming training, and the lucid dreaming creational platform foundation practice. I'll explain the process of the affirmation or the approval of the ashram, which is super exciting. But that's what it was. It was something like a city hall. There's an adult that came up to me. He showed me this form. I seemed somewhat familiar with the form already, because I already seem familiar with pretty much everything in my dreams anyway. And ultimately, I'm just creating just so that I can actually interact with something. Believe it or not. Because a lot of times I'm not really interacting with anything, unfortunately. And it's a good thing, actually. It's fortunate, but regardless. Anyway. Where was I going with that? I have no idea where I was going with that. Oh, right. So, the city hall, the dream city hall. So it was, I'll call it an ashram, but it was very, very. When I think of an ashram, I think of like woodlands, and I think of like a big giant, I think of a massive, dude, I almost said kiosk. I think of a massive gazebo that just has a giant pillow. I think of like a gazebo that's huge, just in the middle of the woods. With just a big giant pinkish looking pillow. Like a dark pink, like a faded pink, and just a huge gazebo. But it's like the beams of the gazebo are big enough to be trees, but also like have a sense of life to them that seem to also be trees. And it seems really descriptive and coming to life, but that'll probably also be a thing. And people are gymming right now, so just to have fun, we'll probably interact with that. I don't want to direct people, like, go make sure that they have dream funds in their dream states, but we'll do that anyway. My avatar abilities are everywhere, circling around me, so I just need to acknowledge that, because for some reason, and the thing is, I don't need to acknowledge that avatar. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about my avatar abilities right now. I'll just acknowledge it, and that's all I need to do, is acknowledge the avatar abilities. Oh, snap, dude, I don't even, okay. I wasn't sure if it was still recording. Cool, it was. Snap, where was I going with that? So, yeah, the ashram, that's my description of the ashram, my new ashram, which I just created and just opening. The ashram, it's so weird that I'm so sincere and so nice, but people are just going to be caught up in the dreams anyway, so snooze for them anyway. Snooze is not even a strong enough word. Whatever. Go ahead and just be in that snooze world. So, Destiny is taking charge. What a funny phrase, right? Anyway, I am Destiny, that's usually what I say. Or, actually, that's what I said today. But normally I say, what is my destiny? That's kind of like what I'm at. Anyway, what a weird phrase, right? So yeah, woodlands. It's in the middle of the woodlands. My imagination's so vivid, I can see it clearly in my mind. I don't really have the measurements for it, but it's obviously like, if you stand on your tippy toes and reach your hands up, you couldn't reach the top of the gazebo. It's pretty much the size of a building, but at the same time, it's also very similar to the inside of the eggshells of the Ethiopian culture, something like that. It's very similar to that concept of like dreaminess, except it changes sizes, sort of thing. Because it's not like one specific size, really. Like, because if I were to give the exact size, then, or like the exact measurements, then, or the exact, dimensions, then it would be that it would seem fixed, but it's not fixed. To other human beings, it would be fixed. And then they would be caught in the dream cycle or something like that, or they would be caught in a dream construct or something like that, and they'd be stuck like that forever. Forever. They'd be stuck like that forever. So, anyway, I might as well just give the dimensions and the measurements. So, it's huge. It's pretty much the size of a building. So it's obviously like hexagonal shaped, except there's more than 6 sides. There's probably like 18 sides. So there's 18 sides, and it's that shape, and it's large. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh snap! I can't even see that far. I think it's about 50 feet. It's got a radius of about 50 feet. There's a big fat pillow that you can sit on. The ceiling is about 25 feet. Regular old gazebo style. So it's like, to be more like descriptive and more vivid with the gazebo description. All along the walls, it's wood. It's pure wood. It's not like a fence wood, like painted looking. It's I don't know the type of wood, but it's not cedar, it's not redwood, it's not birch, and it's not fir, but it's wood. It's the tree. It's some type of tree. It's very bizarre. Anyway, where was I going with that? So there's beams, like every, 7 feet? Beams every 7 feet on the 18 sides. And just the ceiling that's, that has the point in the middle. And it's warm, it's cozy, and it's very, very nice. It's, protected from the wind, but sheltered from the, but also recognize that there's elementals there anyway. Just like the ashram, like the Lord Merlin's ashram, is really in tune with the elementals and stuff like that. I just do stuff anyway, dude, in those freaking dreams with the elementals and stuff. So it's interesting because elementals are actually trying to enter in the creational form. There's no way to deny that this is real, dude. Like, there's no way to deny it. The elementals actually live inside of me, and they're flourishing in the dream state of my mind because I'm in tune with them all the time. Anyway, dreams. Gosh, dude, I'd be lying to say if I said I wasn't exhausted. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't exhausted. I'm actually exhausted. I'm tired, dude. I'm so tired. Believe it or not, I just like complete silence. I like stillness. I like it a lot. For some reason, I feel like I need to repeat it, so I'm just going to repeat the fact that the foundation of the Bhagavad Gita is the foundation of awesomeness, so wonderfulness there. What is my destiny? What do I want? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to achieve? I feel like it's grit. The way that I say that. What do I want to achieve? What is my destiny? So more details about the dream modes. We'll probably do that tonight in the dream state. That'll be really fun, especially with the newest light. Of course, there's pure love in their hearts, so I feel like that's good. But at the same time, just the regular old dream state is important as well. So I've already mastered lucid dreaming, so pretty much the lucid dreamers, such a weird thing to say, but a strange thing to say, but goodness gracious. The truth is, everyone who's in my dreams is already masters. Like when I'm asleep and like in my dreams, they're already mastered. And it's weird. I'm not sure if I mentioned the dream I had 2 days ago, or maybe it was 3 days ago. But the dream I had about the old house I was living in that on Earth. And the dream that I had about the old school I went to that's here on Earth. The thing is, like, I now recognize that there's an actual... it's a different world. Like, my whole world, my whole world, my dream world, for example. Gosh, I'm sleepy. My whole dream world is aware of all of reality. And for example, in my dream world, like when I'm in my dreams, and like I'm who I am, I'm my human form in my dreams, and like I'm in for example, I was at that location, which is there's an actual happens to be an actual location on the planet, versus just a random setting, which just sometimes happens in dreams. Usually happens in dreams. So not only is there like the magic of the dream, or like that magic still is in the actual physical location, but my perception, the whole dream world is an actual thing. So everything that I perceive is dream world, in a way. And more specifically, sounds like I'm saying specifically. Oh, sorry. Dude. Gosh darn it, dude. I'm freaking tired. The dream, I feel like this needs to be clarified, but the dream that I see, it's like when I go to that place, it's a physical location on Earth, obviously, but it's never the same sort of thing, or at least in my heart, in my mind, it's never the same, and so it'll always have that dream energy, but it can only be accessed by me, sort of thing. So it's really cool. That's kind of like what Dream Chi is, in a way. That's my Dream Chi. It's like one of my abilities, one of my powers, my quirks, or one of my superpowers. One of my I don't have a word for it, but that's my light dreams, or light dreams, light in general. Light. I say my light because I also have my own light because I'm 13. Whatever. Why do I need to explain that anyway? So we're going to be training the lucid dreamers, and we're going to be learning about the 13th ray, they're going to be learning about the 14th ray and the 15th ray as of what newness occurred in today's dream realm. And we're going to, just be involved in the bliss of creation in the 13th ray as the 13th ray. Always, for all eternity. And that's fun. That's very, very pure creation sort of thing. And it's healthy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. It's healthy. It's good for you. I'm going to say that this sort of desire exists. The desire for dream, which perhaps I probably shouldn't even get involved with, because I'm also saying that the foundation of the Bhagavad Gita is also very important before I say the following. But there seems to be, and I'm not denying this at all, but there seems to be a strong desire for those that want to connect with the dream world, that want to connect in this dream state and to be living in this way. And I say that because I know that there are, for example, it's kind of a weird thing to say, but there's family, because usually people, what am I saying? Anyway, there are actual, I think some of the beings are actual humans, and actual people who are in my dreams, who actually want to be a part of the dreams and stuff like that. Who actually want to be there, sort of. There's or at least in my last few dreams, it seemed the people that were in my dreams were adamantly like active in the dreams and wanting to be in the dreams and like were awake in the dreams, and that's not like, I think that's a very rare thing. So that's something that I treasure, sort of thing. So I treasure that. I take it very seriously. No pun intended. I'm sure Sirius wants to be a part of it. But anyway, gosh, my freaking collarbone. Oh. Ah, man. Ow. Dude. Oh, my freaking collarbone. That is no joke. Oh, my collarbone hurts. Dude, it's the freaking left collarbone. Oh, man. Oh, man, it's actually sensitive. Ow. Dude. I feel like when I wake up, my body seems huge, but it also seems small. Like, when I close my eyes, I feel like my consciousness is huge. My body is expanded and massive. But when I open my eyes, I'm still trying to figure out what that is, what that is like, what that description is. But, like, I feel like, I don't know, dude. I just feel like I'm in tune with that reality of being in tune with when I wake up, I can see my hands, I can see my body, I can see my legs, I can see things around me, I can see the planet and stuff, I can see the surface of the planet, but at the same time it seems really small. Here's the thing, like, I've progressed and I've evolved in a way. Like, my back, or my sanctuary, what do I call it? Dude, I don't have a name for it. But actually I do have a name for it. Let's call it my LONDC. But the LONDC, because there's no name for it, but the LONDC is very small. Like, it's very small, but it's huge. Also, there's a, which I had fun with today, there's a connection, like an actual connection with the trees and the plant life. I'm tired, dude. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna go lay down. Oh, man, dude. That feels good. Alright, so yeah. It's a real thing, but at the same time, we do and don't. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. Anyway. Dude, I can feel so many things. Dude, I think more important is just the fact that we are in tune with life. Or just in tune with the earth and with Gaia. Or just this feeling that I feel. Just, it's important to be in tune with that feeling. Like, there's like a magnetic pull. Oh, it feels so good. Just, and this is just like a statement drift. Drift off. Be the weightlessness. Be the purity. Be the serenity. Breathe with me. Ingest all of creation, understand it as light, and then understand that you are indeed in tune with the 13th ray. Your diligence has not gone unnoticed. Know that. Deeply breathe, understand that bliss. Understand that does indeed happen, and that is a good thing. Feel the dance of all the plants and the trees and the leaves. Hear the wind. Hear it. Know the song. Know the song of the I don't even know what to call it. Trees? But hear the song of the rustle and the language of the trees as the leaves vibrate against one another. And they seem to be speaking to one another. Feel the deepness of life. Embrace it. Embrace.
Feel the energy emanate. Recognize the vibration that comes from your cells. Vibrate the cells. Vibrate the body. Vibrate the consciousness. Feel the rest. Feel the relaxation. Feel the resting that is so well deserved. Oh, snap. That was the other thing. Not that it really matters, but I do need to confirm this because I did send it out in consciousness. So I'm not sure if, don't. Oh gosh, this sounds so weird. All right, I'll just start it from the. I'll just say this from the revolutionary standpoint. I already started a heavenly revolution. I'm not trying to say trying to start an additional revolution, but this is kind of like a question that I think I already know the answer to. But I'm not trying to say the kids in the school are trying to overthrow or kind of overrule the adults and stuff and the faculty, but I think there's a sense that the kids or the teens and stuff or the younger generation is aware that they're powerful and that they actually are more powerful than the adults and stuff, and they're just aware that the adults are freaking out, and the kids or the younger generation, the young, are aware that the adults are trying to control them, and the young are just being the young that they are and kind of are involved in their own revolution, sort of thing. Now, I want to get into music. So let's say that revolution was a thing. Okay, actually, no, before I get into that, let's say that there is no revolution or anything like that. And then that the interaction, of course, the interaction that I'm talking about, the interaction I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And that interaction, snap, where was I going with that? No idea where I was going with that. But in that interaction, oh, snap. Okay, I remember. Okay, in that interaction, that was the confirming of in layman's terms, the leadership that literally went through everyone. For example, if it could be understood as a spiritual shockwave or a spiritual tidal wave sort of thing, there was an initial spiritual tidal wave. Snap, when was it? Beginning, or not that it really matters, but beginning of this month, and then there was just complete, utter, extreme radiance that happened in confirmation in kind of the middle of the month, or confirmation that happened in truth, or that actually occurred. The shockwave the spiritual aftermath sort of thing. That was the mid-month, and then the sort of culmination, understanding, meeting point of what happened in terms of that understanding, leadershipal point of view with that interaction. So pretty much that interaction contains the wisdom of awareness of the tidal wave and the aftershock. Aftershocks. Actually, I'm not going to get into aftershocks right now. I'll get into aftershocks later. What else? so sweepy. Oh man, but feels so good. I feel so blissful. So I was actually, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Rock vibe. My rock vibe is awesome. The vibe, believe it or not, is a lot more intricate than I even care to explain. But one of the more important details of it is not only is the music able to like create an environment sort of thing, or just like even just for like subtlety purposes, create like a room. But the music, gosh, dude, there's actual creation happening, dude. I just gotta say, well done, EK. Like, well done, dude. I'm very, very, very pleased. I'm very pleased. Anyway, the the vibe, or the there's a lot more to it, because there's a lot more generosity that I wish to involve. So, but anyway, I think that, well, even like, here's the thing. The lyrics of I gotta get rid of this tag. It's like so itchy on the shirt. I was kind of inspired by the lyrics. I don't know which song it was. I forgot which song. But the lyrics of Zac Brown Band. It was 5 days ago when the album came out. I freaking love the album, dude. But anyway. That's that. Like, I'm aware of that sort of thing. But yeah, you know, band members are close. And that's the sort of consciousness that exists in the younger generation. Where was I going with that? I don't know if it's still raining. I don't know if it's I don't know how seriously whatever his name is took it, but obviously it returned back to me, so that's a good thing. But obviously I want to go full force with it. And it's weird because, like, I'm agreeing with the elementals, you know. Elementals are just kind of floating about, and the elementals obviously respectfully want to be a part of this. Dude, I'm not a freaking ambassador to the freaking elementals. Forget that, dude. Forget that. Anyway. Dude. Thing is, who knows what's gonna happen next, this sort of thing. Dream realms, the dream state sort of thing is really open, because it's gotta be as open as possible. I mean, or it's gotta be as open as possible. Is dream realming sort of thing just kind of keeps going, so who knows. Anyway, so, oh man, back to the dream modes. So the dream, like, state of mind, the dream, like, consciousness is more about just creational discovery. Like, what I utilize dreams for a lot is creation, because I'm just instinctively, and which is true, I just instinctively co-create. I have an instinct for co-creation, but more importantly, like, I also want to actively co-create, and besides besides the subconscious co-creation. So I'll be creating stuff like that. And I do a lot of things with dreams and just a lot of fun utilizations and stuff like that. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm so sleepy. Gosh, I'm so sleepy. What is my destiny? What is my destiny? Anyway, it's really beautiful to be in tune with, like, trees, for example, and plant life. Because plant life is has its own life, and it's alive. And it stands tall and just keeps growing, digs its roots down into the earth, and then its leaves and stems up into the sky, and then they're sentinels, so they're sentinels, and so they're sentinels. That's another way to say it. It's the best way to say it. Gosh, I'm so tired. Oh man, I really wanted this broadcast to be a lot longer than an hour and 30 minutes. I don't think it's going to be longer than that, though. Oh, man. What an art form, dude. What an art form. Oh, dude, I might have been ignoring. Alright, so I'm not trying to ignore the galaxy. I'm not trying to ignore the galactic sector. So that's good. They're in charge of that. I think they did really well. If I had to take charge, then I'd do the following. I still want them, even though I should probably take more responsibility. I still want them to be responsible for, like, the mining operations and stuff. I want them to be, like, fully in charge of that and just be able to do all the stuff that they want with that. But, in terms of, like, what we should really do, I'll just say it. So, galactically, in the in the surrounding sectors, and in this sector, they're spread out mining operations. So all those mining operations, I want to synchronize those with the creational understanding of the creational connection that the human beings' minds have with Minecraft. And I want to allow Minecraft to be the technology to connect with, and I never really explained it. So that's why I'm kind of like having fun with the consciousness of, and that sounds disrespectful, but that's kind of why I'm having fun with the consciousness of humanity, in terms of like a respectful approach of the galaxy's approach to planet Earth or something like that, in case they were wondering, or in case like Kara was wondering, K-A-R-A, or in case Mira was wondering, or in case Ashitar was wondering, or in case Ashitar's brother and many other other great leaders and really important beings throughout the galaxy that I really care about and love and cherish. So the mining operations, I want to, kind of address the importance there. I wanted to, like, if possible, start having people go to and from those mining operations, and I want to be informed about them. And if I was to be informed, I want to be informed. I want there's so many ways to be informed about it, but I guess I want Sirius to inform me, which I think is what happened today already through the Twitch streams. And I want well, that's gonna happen anyway. Let me rephrase that. Fudge, I've been doing that for too long. That's right. Actually, I have been doing that for too long. Normally I'd have the galactics go through humans, and then the humans contact me, and then I would just know the consciousness of the human collective and the galaxy. But I don't need to do that. It's kind of an old way of communicating. So, we'll just, fudge. I also don't want to just only communicate through telepathy either. I think there should be more forms of communication, but we'll probably just continue to communicate telepathically, and then we'll just communicate also on a deeper level, just through voice. So that would be fun. What else? Sirius B, Palladians, pretty much just all galactic beings. I want to originally, like I already said, I want to communicate with the mining operations as the kind of foundation for how cultural ascension of the planet happens, sort of thing. And that'll kind of allow the not saying that I'm holding back the consciousness of humans by saying that we should just kind of ease them into the awareness of the mining operations throughout the surrounding sectors, for example, and smaller scale the surrounding star systems. But yeah, I want to have the sectors aware of mining operations, sort of thing. And I want the planet to be informed of those mining operations. The other things that are important as well is just regular trade. So originally, for like months, I've been saying the truth about, or what I think is true about the three most important things. The first one, I don't think is that important, but actually the first one is that important. Because of course defense is important. But I'm not going to say the first one out loud because it's pretty obvious. Second one, of course, is beer. A lot of the galaxy loves planet Earth's beer. And of course, clothing, children's clothing. Oh, snap. Dude, I just got that. I didn't understand that until like just now. Wow. Aren't I delayed? Or aren't I like super slow in recognizing things? Oh, my head hurts too. That's also a sign. My head's been hurting a lot recently. Oh, my head. Ouch. Okay, I think the pain's gone. Snap. I found out yesterday that I don't think it's fair which is a very humbling thing, believe it or not. But I don't think it's fair for me to be the only one who can open and close the Immortal Store. I think there was a request to close the Immortal Store, so the Immortal Store is closed. So there's no worries about that. The thing is, fudge, I may have to open it tomorrow. So I probably will open it, and it'll be 24 hours tomorrow, so it'll probably happen. Because I definitely don't want to be the one who doesn't open it. I don't want anyone else to open it. That seems kind of like... Well, actually, it's not selfish. I just don't want anyone else to open the Immortal Store tomorrow, except for me. Like, yesterday, it was freaking wild, dude. I definitely feel like I have to be the one who opens the Immortal Store. It was wild, dude. it shouldn't be any other way. Let's put it that way. It shouldn't be any other way. And I am the best one at it. And I am the one who opens the store and closes the store, so we'll just keep it that way. It's just gonna also just be Tuesdays and Thursdays. Next week I might include Wednesday and Friday, so it'll probably be Tuesday through Friday. So I will have the store open definitely on Tuesday and definitely on Thursday. Gosh, what else? Today's Wednesday. Goodness gracious. There's a cricket that literally went straight up to me. I'm not trying to ignore life, dude. I know the importance of life, dude. But it's one thing to enjoy life, but it's another thing to see life literally submit itself right in front of you. That cricket just went like crawl, 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 and then it just sat there and looked straight at me. Goodness gracious. So where was I going with that? Clothes. Alright, clothes. So, most of the species in our galaxy, and I'm not certain about other galaxies, but I think for the most part in other galaxies as well, most species, oh gosh, I really don't mean to say it like that, because I feel like that's not general enough, the word species, but most galactics are smaller than the human form, or than our human form, which is usually on average between like 4 feet and like 6'10" or something like that. You know, most of our clothing is like 5 foot, for 5 foot, like whatever, 5 foot whatever human beings. And obviously, children's clothing is obviously more popular because I think most of the species are like smaller, like 3 feet. Gosh, what else? I am so tired, dude. I'm exhausted. I don't mean to sound so unprofessional when I keep saying I'm exhausted, but I just am. I apologize. Actually, I don't apologize. There's nothing to apologize for. Nothing to apologize about. So we do still sell. We do still sell some of the best ships in the galaxy. This Mars still has its huge trading outpost and a bunch of trading stuff that goes on there. So that's still a thing. I just know Venus is 5th dimensional, and they have their council meetings and stuff, so I'll just let Venus be 5th dimensional. But I have a lot of love for my sister planet. I love the planet, actually. I love Venus. I love Venus a lot. I was in a really close relationship with Venus and Mars yesterday. That was beautiful. So, I really love that. Like actual true connection with the planet, not just like the things on the planet. True love about, and true like respect for the culture inside Venus. So that's beautiful. I want to know more though. Like I just kind of want to like randomly study more about the culture of the Venus, but I feel like I can find out more like very quickly. But they're more, without a doubt, like I think they're way more interested in us. Same thing like with Solera, how they're I think more interested in. I was being informed. Duh. Okay. So what did I find out about Solera today? Solera is lovely. Solera is absolutely lovely. They're beautiful. They're existing in unconditional love, and they're having a great time. And it's obviously we're very. I mean, we seem very violent. I mean, without a doubt, we seem very violent to Solera because we had World War II and all that stuff. So, gosh, that was so off topic. Holy cow, that was so off topic. I don't know where Solera is, by the way. I just know where the eternal spheres are, and I'm just kind of lazy that way. I just literally pull the eternal spheres closer to me, and then I just use paradise gravity to kind of like have all the planets in a nice little neat line. And I know that there's like, there's obviously like that elliptical or orbital sort of circle path that Solera goes on. So I just kind of like move gravity toward me in a way, and then I'm just aware of Solera that way. And I communicated with a lot of consoles that way. That was pretty fun. And I need to be more specific about what I want to do with the consoles and what I'm actually accomplishing. I need to also respect, and with all due respect, I want the consoles to respect and to acknowledge, like the Council of Light, but more specifically all the consoles. I want them to acknowledge and respect the 13th Ray and the creational events that are occurring here on this planet with the 13th Ray, specifically. So that's I guess a consciousness understanding session that'll occur, and meetings with the I guess just more oneness, more meetings with. I'm not trying to control everything that goes on. For example, in the I'm in tune with it. I'm in tune with the Confederation of Planets or the Federation of Planets. I'm not trying to undo all the progress, and I'm not trying to undo all the oneness, and I'm not saying that. Oh goodness gracious! Excuse me. I'm not trying to say that I am controlling like all the delegations that happens between all those different species and planets, and gosh, it's busy. Gosh, it's loud. So much translating. So much politics, dude. Goodness gracious. That's exhausting. Just thinking about it. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that to someone else. I'll have some delegates or deal with that stuff, and it's exhausting to me. Oh gosh, dude. I got sucked into the meeting. Oh, fudge, I got sucked into the meeting. I don't care, dude. I don't really care. I feel like... Oh, dude, I don't really care, dude. I want... Oh, gosh, dude. Sphere Being Alliance. I know. New alliance. That's fudge. No, forget that, dude. More alliances. Is that honestly what we need? More alliances? Come on. I'm not gonna pretend to be enlightened. I'm just gonna be enlightened because I am enlightened. Goodness gracious. Well, we want to, like. I mean, like, if you ask me, I think we should, like, start going to Saturn. I think there should be, like, more people going to Saturn. I think there should be, like, I think we should really know the collective and really experience the collective over there. If you ask me, I mean, we need to go there. We need to see it for ourselves, and we need to experience that collective. And fudge, dude. I don't know. Maybe humanity will be, or most humans would be easily manipulated, or easily, like, convinced, or easily, like, if you talk to them, then they'll believe you, sort of thing. I think most humans will be like that. I'm not saying that I speak for the humans. I'm not saying I speak for every single human, even though I am a universal ambassador. Wow. I need to think bigger. See, that's why I don't get sucked into those meetings. I'm not saying I have any disrespect for those meetings with the Confederation of Planets or anything like that. But, goodness gracious, dude. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of beings. There's a lot of beings. Alright. Where was I going with that? Galaxies. I think we need a way to... Actually, there's already a way. Why do I need to talk about that? I was going to say, we need a way to have... I think we should be informed more. And I think we should, know more about the culture. Study the culture and stuff like that. Or to be honest, I'm really into researching all that stuff, but I'm not going to get into that. I should just be more leadership and more delegating and more rulership-like. Just tell them what to do and stuff. Alright, so I want to attract beings. I want to attract beings to this planet. Gosh, there's so much work to do. So much work to do. Dude, I just send intentions to planets, and I'm just really telepathic with the other planets. Gosh, dude, my mind. My brain is just exhausted. And stuff. I want to encourage ship landing. So I'm going to try and do whatever I can to try and convince planet Earth that we are ready for beings to land on the planet and to actually be mature, to be a mature culture. I think we're ready for that. But I think also it's more important that we unify here on Earth. But that's the thing I don't understand. Because, from my understanding, I believe that we're fifth dimensional. I think this is a fifth dimensional planet, and we're fifth dimensional beings. And I'm existing. I'm living in my fifth dimensional light body. So there's that. even though I have solar consciousness and galactic consciousness, which is 11th and 12th dimensional, not 5th dimensional. So, and I've had solar consciousness, at least solar consciousness, since August. No, since September. No, since August. No, since August. Since late August? I think that's what it was. Whatever. There's a lot of things that are going on, it seems like. But snap, dude. I don't think that's true. But if that was true, let's just say it's true and pretend it's true. But for some, fudge, whatever. I'm not going to talk about that. Because that leadership is pretty obvious to me. That leadership point of view. But it just seems like word spreads fast. I'm so into, like, having more, I'm really into the philosophy. And I'm not into just, like, the politics. I'm actually into the philosophy and the unity consciousness of... And that's where... Like, that's what I'm about. Like, I want a sort of unity consciousness, philosophy, understanding with the galaxy. Because I already have a galactic philosophical understanding of the galaxy. As in terms of relationship. That I already have, like, innately within me. Like, I think there's something called a galactic philosophy. There's galactic philosophy. And then also, whether we believe it or not, there's a galactic philosophy. You know, the planet's understanding of like, galactic philosophy sort of thing. Or the planet's understanding of the galaxy. And we are a planetary body, which just seems more and more in tune. We are a planetary body. What a weird phrase. This is a planetary body, and the planet also needs to be healed. Even more so than it already is. I just really adore this stillness, and I adore this quiet. Serenity and peace. Sidetracked. Energies. So, I definitely want the Saturn Collective. No, actually, it wouldn't be that appreciative, now that I think about it. I'm not sure Gaia, maybe Gaia would appreciate it, but I'm not sure most of the beings on this planet would truly appreciate having the Saturn Collective, or just to have, like, the Confederation of Planets, or the Galactic Federation of Planets. Is that a thing? Or the Federation of Planets move closer to Earth, move closer to Gaia. So, or to Planet Shen. I know this planet also has another name. Anyway. Higher vibrational realities, of course, is the reality. There's ninth dimensional? Yeah, ninth dimensional Gaia. So, in tune with the ninth dimensional Gaia. That's a pretty solid foundation there. Ninth dimensional Gaia. What else should I be mentioning? Crystalline Grid, the Crystal Children with their crystals and the intonation. the grid is great and healthy. And I want to continue to support that. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be mentioned. Alright, so this is it's been 1:26. It's been 126 minutes. This is going to be the closing of this broadcast, the end of this broadcast. For now, maybe I'll make another broadcast tonight, but probably not. Anyway, this is the end of this podcast / broadcast of the Christopher Bowen Show with your host Christopher Michael Curtis Bowen. I don't know if I'm the host or the anchorman. That's what I say all the time, though. Gosh, the same thing said over and over. I gotta figure out a new outro. Anyway, this is the end of this broadcast. Lots of love, peace, lots of order, lots of greatness, lots of productivity. I love you all. Because love is the most powerful force that ever was, never will be. Lots of love. Cheers. Till next time.